Hello everyone and welcome to my latest tutorial. Today we'll be doing a Tiffany inspired look from a recent photo shoot in Vogue. So very first we are going to start off with our base makeup, and today I am using a CC cream. Now with CC creams, the CC stands for color correcting. So when you first apply it to your face it starts out white, but as you blend it in it matches to your skin tone. Now you can either use your fingers to blend this in, or today I am using a brush to do so. So since moving back to my dorm and starting classes again, I've been a little stressed out, so I do have a bit of stress acne. So just using a concealer, I'm just covering up my blemishes or some redness that I may have in my face. And then once I have finished those face products, I'm just taking this matte compact and I am applying it with a face brush just to really set the face makeup I have already applied. So the last step for our face makeup is to apply a blush, and I'm using this really nice tint which works for both your face and lips. So here I am just striping it onto my face and then using my fingers to blend it into my skin. And there we have our base makeup finished, so why don't we go ahead and move on to our eyes. So in this photo shoot, Tiffany had really nice defined eyebrows. Here I am starting off with an eyebrow pencil. And so one end has a nice grooming tool, so I'm first grooming my eyebrows into place. And then once I have done so, using nice thin hair-like strokes, I'm going to help to thicken and shape my eyebrows. Now that we are done with eyebrows, let's go ahead and have some fun with eyeshadow. So I decided to go with this nice trio of matte brown shades. So first, taking this sort of really light caramel color, we're going to take a nice fluffy brush and apply this to our entire eyelid and then slightly above the crease. So next, we are going to take a nice little flat-headed brush, and taking that same color, I'm going to take it along the waterline. Now once we have completed this step, we are going to move into the mid-tone brown, and this is going to go all over the eyelid below the crease, just to kind of give definition to this area of the eye. Lastly, using the darkest shade and a nice angled brush, we are going to go along where our eyeliner will be, but a little thicker. And you just want to be really messy with this, and just to kind of help define your lash line in the area where your liner will be going. If you've been following along correctly, your eyeshadow should look something like this, and we can now move on to our eyeliner, and I am using a black gel liner and a nice gel liner angled brush. So I'm just doing really messy strokes and just applying the eyeliner sort of on the thicker side, and also just winging it very slightly. We're not doing a very crazy wing like in some of our other eye looks because this is a really understated look. And then once you finish your eyeliner, we're just going to move on and apply a bit of mascara. I think I did about 2 coats with this one. And here we have our eye makeup all completed. So we can move on to our last bit of makeup, and that is lips. So using the same tint, I am applying this to the center of my lip with the brush, and then once I have applied it, I'm just going to take my finger and blend it onto my lip and just pat it on. So you can either do a gradient lip or you can just do full makeup all over. And so here we have the finished makeup look. Really pretty, right guys? So to complete this look, we're going to move on to hair. So you have 2 options. First of all, you can follow similar to my Hyoyeon hair tutorial and do a nice curl. Or second, we're going to do a nice braid, copying Tiffany. So first what I'm just doing is taking a bobby pin. I'm going to pin my bangs to the side to make sure they stay in place, and move all my hair to the same side that my bangs are facing. And then I'm just going to do a simple braid. So I'm just going to braid it, and then once I'm done with the braid, I'm going to tug on it a bit to mess it up and make it look a bit more catchable. here we have the finished look. This is a great casual type look that you can wear for every day. Or I feel like this could also be a very good look for work. So here I am putting on a blazer. It's dressed up enough that you could go to work in it. Or if you just needed, you know, something a little bit more dressed up than your like everyday face makeup and mascara, that would also work. So thank you so much for watching my latest tutorial with SoShi styling. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And also comment below with any, you know, ideas for future videos that you would like to see. 친구들, 안녕!